So, Nick, congratulations. Goal of the season for your goal against Leeds. I imagine many people voted for this award, not just because of the quality of the goal, it was a high quality goal, of course, but also for the moment.
Yeah, no, it was a great moment. I said one that will live with me forever. I mean, overall, it was an amazing team performance. That goal doesn't come without the other players as well. But yeah, it was an incredible moment for me and the club.
And yeah, you're very humble there, giving credit to your teammates. But the reality is, you picked up the ball quite far out, lots of people to beat. It was a quality individual goal, wasn't it? When you picked up the ball, were your first thoughts of, I can score here, there's an opportunity, or did it just sort of like play out for you nicely?
I mean, I just sort of blacked out when I picked up the ball, to be honest. It's sort of like, I can't even really remember it. It was just, it was all a big blur. But yeah, it was an incredible moment, and I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah, and I suppose I spoke about it being an unbelievable moment, obviously against Premier League Leeds. What makes it even better, we've actually got a picture which is going up on the wall of Calvin Phillips, who today has been announced in the England squad. It must be an unbelievable feeling for an England international there trying to stop you scoring against Premier League opposition whilst you're playing for League Two Crawley. Like, it's sort of made of dreams, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's something that a kid dreams of. We knew the quality we were coming up against. England internationals and high quality players. So it was nice to be able to score a goal like that against such a top quality team.
Absolutely, Nick. Once again, congratulations on scoring the goal of the season, 2020 to 2021.
Thank you very much.
So, Nick, congratulations here once again, but back on Zoom duties. Young player of the season, you must be thrilled.
I am, yeah. I'm very, very proud to win that award. Like I said before, so many factors have to play in. The team around us. I mean, I said from day one, we have such a talented group. Bradders and the gaffer for giving me that opportunity. So yeah, I'm really proud.
And I think obviously we've already heard from you talking about your goal of the season, but actually I think a lot of the fans have been impressed with the impact you've made sort of throughout the season as a whole. You missed the start of the season, you come in late. Were you expecting to be able to make such a big impact when you first come in?
It was always my aim. You know, I wanted to come in and bring something to the team, and you know, and help Crawley Town, you know, win football matches. You know, I've given it everything I had. It was a bit of a tough start with a couple of injuries, so it sort of slowed me down and held me back. But you know, I was just, you know, really happy that I was given the opportunity, and was able to show what I can do.
And obviously, you've had quite, I know around the Leeds game, there's a lot of press about your career and how you sort of ended up at Crawley Town. Does everything that's happened over the last few years in your life make being sat here as a young player of the season in a League Two club, does it make that moment even more special?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I was looking back, you know, 2-3 years ago, I didn't know if I was, you know, going to be a professional. I had people phoning me up saying to maybe pick a different career path, and you know, it was a really tough time. So, you know, to be able to be sitting here with you, you know, you're telling me I've won, you know, Young Player of the Year and Goal of the Season. You know, it's an incredibly proud moment for me. But it's important that it doesn't just stop here. You know, there's always got to be more.
That was going to be my next question, actually. How did you go from being Young Player of the Season to becoming Player of the Season overall? And time is on your side in terms of your age, but what do you need to do now to keep progressing and keep improving?
I just need to keep working hard. You know, I'm in such a great environment, learning off the gaffer and Bradders. You know, every day they're pushing me to become the best I can be. You know, I said before, we have such a talented group, and even just training with them every single day, you pick up on little things that, you know, you don't know, might not have knew before. You know, and I think, you know, that's a great way for me to keep learning, being in this environment.
You spoke obviously about the manager, you spoke about Bradders, the impact they've had. What about some of the older players in the group? And I'm thinking the likes of Danny Ballman, obviously Lewis Young now going into the more sort of coaching side of things. Having a few sort of older heads around the camp, have they had a good influence on you as well?
Definitely. I mean, you know, obviously Youngie was a fullback as well, like myself. So, you know, he's given me a lot of tips, you know, whether it be at half time or end of the game. And, you know, I've learned a lot off of him. But, you know, also the older experienced players in the changing room, you know, everyone's just really sort of pitched in, and we all sort of help each other to try and win and, you know, better ourselves.
Yeah, I'd say. Nick, thanks for your time today. Have a nice summer. And once again, congratulations. Not only goal of the season, but also the Young Player of the Season as well. Well done to you.
Thank you.
So, Tom, congratulations, Crawley Town's Player of the Season to 2020-2021. Must be a good feeling.
Yeah, thank you. Very nice. Very good feeling. It's been a good one personally. Really enjoyed it. Absolutely loved it, to be honest. Pretty much every game I played, apart from the last few towards the end. But no, I love them. I loved them my first year at Crawley, and yeah, I said it at the end of the season, little awards thing. Didn't have a few great years leading up to it, and I really got back on my feet this year, and I owe a lot to the manager and the rest of the boys, really.
We had the manager on our pre-match show a number of times, and he said it 3 or 4 times towards the start of the season. He said, Tom Nichols, I've known him since he was young. He said, managers haven't used him in the right way, but he's going to come here, be used properly. And I think he certainly looks like you're sat here as Player of the Year. I would say he's managed to achieve that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to blame other managers or anything like that, but no, yeah, he's done really well for me, the manager. He's like I said, he's got me back on my feet and got me playing the best football of my career. So I got a lot of respect for what he's done, and he said he was going to do it, and he said, I'm going to get you back scoring again, and he's done that. So yeah, I owe him a lot, to be honest.
And I think, I mean, you scored a fair share of goals. You certainly laid on a large number of assists as well. I know, I mean, obviously there was a lot of talk about Max Waters towards the end of last year. And if you watch back a lot of the goals he was scoring, it was very much sort of the partnership that you created with him and you actually creating a lot of his goals. And I think that's probably, I imagine that's why the fans have voted you Player of the Year, because you've scored a fair share of goals. You've certainly laid on assists, and obviously your work rate has been unbelievable as well. And you're more than just a striker, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, I'm a lot different than I used to be when I was younger. I was a lot more selfish when I was younger, I'd say. But now I'm a lot more of a team player and more well-rounded. But I suppose you get that when you get older, sort of understanding the game and stuff more. But no, I all action, I'd say. I'm always right in the mix of things, and that's the way I love to play and the way I've always loved to play. So yeah, it's really nice that they voted for me for this, and yeah, it's been a really good season.
And I saw a stat. I think you were one of, if not the most fouled player in the Football League, or something like that, which suggests that I always think if you're getting fouled a lot, that means you're causing problems and people are struggling to deal with you. Is it hard? Do you feel that? Is it like you enjoy getting fouled because you think, right, do you know, I'm rustling these defenders, or does it take its toll on your body as the season goes on?
Some of them do hurt, I can't lie. I'm sure the boys will agree, but a few days after a game, I'm pretty stiff and can't really move about. But no, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's I just feel like I'm in the game when I'm sort of getting fouled, and not that I mean to foul people, but I'm fouling. I'm sort of in and around the ball, and yeah, I do quite enjoy it. You know, as long as it doesn't hurt too much, which it doesn't usually. But no, it's yeah, I think I'm up there giving fouls away as well, to be honest. So
giving as good as you get.
Yeah, I do try to get as good as I get.
And I suppose finally, obviously, Player of the Year in your first season here. What's your aim personally going into next season?
Just to improve again, really. Improve on the season as a team and as a player. Score more goals, assist more, and then get more points as a team and finish higher in the league. Really. Yeah, so I'd say that really is just to improve again and try and play even more games. I think I didn't start 4. I think it's 4. So yeah, improve on that and get more minutes. And yeah, like I said, just improve really all around.
And do you think you look at it and go, when you finish just outside the playoffs, I think most people will agree for Crawley that was a great season. It was a real sign of improvement from previous years. But you do look at it and go, oh, we could have picked up points here. We could have picked up points here. You can't help but do that, can you? Do you think next year we have the ability, maybe with a few, if the manager can get in a few sort of players, do you think we could push on that one step further next year?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we did show at times that we could compete with the teams right at the top. With a few additions, which I'm sure the gaffer will bring in to make us even stronger again. Yeah. So I don't see any reason why we can't finish higher again next year, and we're a lot more gelled as a team going into next season because a lot of the players are still here and the younger lads are more experienced. And so yeah, I definitely think it could be a really good season next year.
Absolutely. Tom, thank you for your time. And once again, congratulations on being named Crawley Town Player of the Season for 2020.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate.